Hello and welcome back to the Metro Trans Umbrella Group Telethon. We're on hour 18. It's actually the wee hours of the morning here. Nobody else is currently up. My name's Larrissa Mooy. I'm on the tech team here. I've been leading the stream. My friend Aaron, great ally, has been working on the cameras, but he's off resting. The rest of the crew's off resting. I hope you enjoyed our showing of the Trans Geek movie. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and have some fun for about 30-45 minutes before we get going again. We were going to have dead space for about 45 minutes. I'm just going to fill it up a little bit here, so I hope you enjoy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little game that I like. I've been absolutely in love with. It's called Hearthstone Battlegrounds. And what that is, it's an auto chess style game built off the Hearthstone card game engine. Has nothing to do with Hearthstone. I'm going to walk you all through it a little bit here. And hopefully, if you're watching, you'll have some fun and maybe enjoy it a little bit. And it'll be great to see you all. And if you want to chat with me, pop a message into our chat group on Facebook. I've got that open next to me. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, head over to Facebook because I'm only looking on Facebook at messages. I will talk with you as we go. And yeah, I'm going to jump in here online. My name's Discordia. So if you've ever seen that name pop up online, that's me. Yeah, so let's party a little bit here. So, how Hearthstone Battlegrounds works is you're going to jump in. You're going to get the choice of 2 or 3 heroes, depending on if you've paid into the game or not. It's not really a pay-to-win game. It's pay to play, or it's pretty free to play. The only difference is if you pay in, you get a 3rd hero choice. Kind of minor little update. Each of the heroes has a little power associated with it. So here we have the Lich King. He gets a hero that gets reborn. What that means is when it dies, it comes back with 1 life. And I have Yogg-Saron here, which lets me buy a minion randomly from Bob's Tavern and give it +1/+1. I'm going to take Yogg because it's a little bit better in the early game. Lich King is better late game, but I've never had a lot of success with it. So I'm going to pick Yogg-Saron here. And we're going to jump on in. All right. So, Hearthstone, this game you're playing against 8 other people. And you'll kind of get a feel for how it works here. So when you're playing, you get options of 3 different minions. Each card has base stats, power and toughness. So this has a power of 1, a toughness of 2. And every card has a little bit of an ability associated with it. Early on, what you want to do is you want to be able to... each card costs 3. You start with 3 coins. So you're going to want to take stuff that lets you build individual minions and resell them. Over time, your first minions are relatively weak. You want to boost their power, toughness. There's ways to do that throughout the game. A lot of the time, hitting the puzzle box makes a lot of sense here, but because this is a tabby cat and it comes with an extra minion, which sells for an extra coin, you want that extra coin for later. Also, I'm up against AFK, which is an auto-win. AFK's hero power is they skip their first 2 turns and then start with 3 individual minions. So that went pretty good. Second turn, I almost always just level up, and it'll make more sense as we play along here. So I'm going to level up. There is another tabby cat here. There is a bonus if you get 3 minions of the same type. What that does for you is it gives you a gold minion and gives you a minion of a tavern tier higher than your current tier. So I'm currently tier 2. I'm not super worried about tripling this at this point, but having the coin is really good here. So, all right, jump into our second battle here. I'm going to lose this battle because the curator starts with an extra 1/1 amalgam. So they're going to auto fight. They go in a random order here. Oh, actually, I'm going to draw here. That's actually pretty good. So they ended up drawing, and now we're going to go ahead and play our next round. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and use Yogg's hero power. It's just going to give me a random minion. I don't want this one, but I want any of the other ones. So that's pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and buy this other kitty. Gets me closer to the triple, which is pretty solid, and gives me a lot of opportunities to grow into a few other options here. The other option here is the Rat Pack, which when it dies gives me an extra +1/+1, bunch of +1/+1 minions. Don't really want that too much right now. It's not the strongest minion in the world. But so how's everybody out there doing in Facebook land, YouTube land, Twitch land? Hope everybody's having a good morning, good late evening wherever you are. All right, so I got a win here. This minion being tier 2, plus my level of 2 gets it 4 damage. Here, I mean, Scavenging Hyena dies gives me +2/+1 for every beast dies. I've got 4 beasts, so that seems really solid. And the Murloc War Leader is pretty solid for a few of its abilities. I'll make sure I buy this and hope to luck into that Warlock Leader. That one's fine too. Positioning does matter. Your leftmost minion does attack when you are in the order, and it attacks a random minion on the other side. I want this to go off first because I want it to give pretty much anything a boost. I am playing. I am talking online. I don't think anyone's watching me, but there says there's 8 people watching, which is the biggest audience I have ever had in my life playing a video game. So I'm really excited. I'm just really hoping somebody pops on YouTube and starts chatting with me. As I'm on the YouTube chat. Oh, by the way, if you're on the YouTube chat, I'm strictly looking at the MTUG Telethon 2019. We have a chat group on the Trans Memorial Garden page in MTUG chat. All right, so here I get a triple on my alley cat, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. Oh, let me take it. Thanks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and level up. So what that's going to do is it's going to, when I play this, it's going to do the summon a 2/2 cat, but it's also going to give me this triple reward, which lets me discover a minion from Tavern Tier 4, which I'm absolutely going to do. Here, I'm low on time, so I got to play kind of fast. The 5/8 is probably the strongest here. I don't have any Murlocs for that. So we're going to do that. I'm going to sell both these kitties because I want to grab a random thing. I'm going to play that out real quick. That's fine. I'll just throw it out for the sake of the stats. Probably kind of coin toss. All right, Dancing Daryl. Everybody loves a dancing fish guy. Jay, Travis, good to see you. How y'all doing? Glad to know you're listening while you're at work and watching. Happy to have you with me. Unfortunately, yeah, no, I can't, Jay. I can't see the comments out in that chat room. I could probably pop over there, but I'm only on for about 30 minutes, so we'll try to keep it on here. Is there other comments on there? All right, here I do love a good war leader, or a crowd favorite, because it's the battle cry trigger. So I'm gonna probably go ahead and snag that. Try to find some battle cries because I want to boost my guys. Don't mind that. That plays really well with my Scavenging Hyena, so I'm going to grab that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the Rock Pool Hunter here, play that down, do a couple more rolls. I do like both of those a lot, so I'm going to freeze here. Freezing keeps them around for the next round. Well, I'm glad you're with me, Jay. It's good to have some company in the morning, especially since I've been here since 9 a.m. yesterday, so pushing 21 hours at this point, right? I have not slept. So you also get to deal with my lunacy, which is extra fun. It's probably the only reason I'm up on screen here. This ordering has not been great, but I'm only going to take a couple of points of damage. Ooh, I'm going to take a few. I want this to go in there. There we go. I'm going to take about 5 points of damage there. That's not the worst. Doing relatively decent. All right, here. So I do really like this because it gives me some Divine Shields, and it synergizes well with my Harvest Golem. Doesn't work well with my Beast line, and I do like this one. This one's almost always my front of the line minion, so we're going to play that. We're going to take that, sell that. And I want to get to 6 because I think I want to level at this point. So I think I'm going to sell my cats because they're getting a little small. And we'll do a level. And I'll play out the crowd favorite for stats at this point. I want this to go first because I want the Divine Shield to create. When this is going to Death Rattle, it's going to give me a Golem, which is a mech, which does give this Divine Shield. So this game actually came out, I would say, I guess it was about a month ago that it started into its beta, and started watching a few people playing it at a TwitchCon. Used to play Hearthstone a lot, kind of totally lost interest in Hearthstone after um, Magic Arena came out. That was just a much more engaging game for me to play. But when I saw this, I just kind of fell in love with it. It's got this real good simplicity to it, but also a lot of depth. Like you can jump in and figure out what's going on here fairly easily. There's synergies between the cards that you need to pay attention to, but overall it's not a super complicated game. So this here magnetic is going to attach on. I'm going to put it on my harvest golem. It does kind of feel like my beast synergies are going away, so I'm going to kind of transition my board into something a little bit stronger. I don't really want any of these. Yogg's hero power, so like I'm not the biggest fan of Yogg as a hero. I don't feel like I use it too much for its hero power. Here, I do love Screwdriver Clunker because it'll help me start growing my minions, which is something I have been extremely deficient on this run. Right, so that's going to go ahead and do that, which is going to pop this Divine Shield, which is extra nice. This only right now pops out a 1-1. I want it to pop out a couple more dudes. I'm going to go ahead and buy this, so that way when the Cobalt Guardian dies, I get the same. And I'm going to try to luck into this mech is what I want. I'll take it. Throw it anywhere. Ooh, got it in under the buzzer. All right. I do not like Ragnaros as a hero. Its hero power is still 8 damage to 2 random minions. Extremely random, though. Like, you're often lucky if it does what you want it to do. There, it got lucky because it sniped my taunt minion, which helped him take down the Cobalt Guardian before my new mech spawns could proc. But it seems like I'm getting decent ordering here. And I'm far enough ahead on stats that I should be sufficient to keep going. Travis, this is Hearthstone, but it's Hearthstone Battlegrounds specifically. Yeah, I'm just absolutely enamored with this game. I've had trouble stopping playing at times. Watch a lot of videos of people playing. Oh, so here, this was one of the strongest minions in the game. It probably still is at this point. It's going to give a mech, Murloc, Demon, and Beast +2/+1. Right now I have mechs and a Demon. I am absolutely buying this because it's going to do it every single turn. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to find a Murloc and a Beast to try to flesh out my board and make this as powerful as possible. I'm far ahead at the moment on stats, so everything's going to start snowballing for me from here. It used to give +2/+2 to those. It got nerfed recently down to a 2/1. But yeah, it does it at the start of each turn, so you'll see this proc and then one of these procced. Right, so that reprocced my Divine Shield, which is good. Ah, that was not the best attack for that. It's got microbots in there. Alright, so I'm taking a bit of damage here. Oh, I'm taking a lot. That's a tier 6. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17. Ouch. Still in decent shape. Don't have a good game against that one, but I'm going to need to get some poisonous to kind of make that one work. All right. Here, I don't really think any of these are helping me. Here I get poisonous for a Murloc, but I need a Murloc to give poisonous to. What I really need, it's called Amalgam. It is any creature type. That's a decent enough beast if I keep growing it, so I'm happy to take that. What this is going to do is it's going to keep whenever it kills something, if its health is less than its power, it's going to pump out a 5/5. So I'm going to replace this guy with it. I like it better than I like the 2 hyenas. Keep going. That's a really good card. I'm going to freeze so I can keep that for later. I'm going to sell that so I can get this out. I'm going to hang on to this till I get a Murloc. So now my Enforcer is going to proc on this, and one of these two. Hoping still on the Cobalt Guardian. Probably selling the Harvest Golem at some point. Also probably selling the crowd favorite. I'm honestly impressed that nobody's come in here and gotten said, ask me what I'm doing. I didn't really tell anyone I was going to be doing this. I just decided probably about 45 minutes ago I was going to do this because I couldn't sleep. I'm on way too many caffeine pills. So I decided, let's have some fun. You know, people might enjoy having some audience, and it's a bit more audience participation. And, you know, I always dreamt about being a streamer. I do see some bustling going on outside. I see Charlie Blake showing up in the building, back in the building for the morning run. All right, I'm taking 10 there, so I'm down to 8. So I am in a lot of trouble here. I need to start getting things together or I will be out on this round. None of these are really doing what I'm looking for. We need something strong. Second Lightfang Enforcer is incredibly strong. I'm going to take a second Annoyal module as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this. I'm going to go ahead and magnetize that onto my 13/7 and magnetize it onto my 8/6. That gives it a Divine Shield by default, but also gives it Taunt. So those are going to be attacked by default. I'm going to go ahead and play the second Lightfang. So now we're pumping out +2/+1 to pretty much everything. My spacing is to handle what are called swipe creatures. There's 2 in the game, and what it's going to do is it hurt adjacent minions. What we want to avoid is letting the 9/8 get kind of wrecked by anything. I don't think I'm strong enough to beat Curator, though, here. It will take some good luck. That was pretty decent. Okay, so these guys are smashing into the 2/6 is not a good thing for me because it pops out those 2/3 taunts, but I think I've got it. Depending on where that goes, I think I have this. I need it to go into here. Alright, it's a draw. Draw is totally fine. I get another round, so better than when the Curator did 14 to me a couple turns ago. Alright, here's that amalgam I was dreaming of. So that is good. What the problem is now is figuring out about this Harvest Golem, because I put a lot of work into the Harvest Golem. I might honestly be too late for the Nightmare Amalgam. Ragnaros, I kind of whipped hard. Whew, I don't have a lot of time at all. All right, we're playing that. We're grabbing these two. Play that. Come on, get in my party. I'm going back home. Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, I ran out of time. I ran out of time by a lot of time. Okay, I'm just dead. I normally am not explaining so much when I play. I'm making excuses for why I'm losing, but we're going to go ahead and concede here and jump in another one since I've got 20, 25 minutes before anyone's going to start getting mad at me that I'm on here. Or, if they get mad, I can just take my computer home. Let's party. I could put music on, but I think we'd get muted. Alright, so here we have two heroes. Sylvanas, I've had incredible good luck with. I love its hero power, and I'm absolutely taking it here. Syndragosa, you freeze your minions, and they start getting buffs over time. That's you keep them frozen in Bob's Tavern. We're all about Sylvanas here. Right, and while we wait, we're playing against anyone. It's a good username. I like that. Alright, so I don't have the Murloc or the Kitty that gives me 2 minions here, which is unfortunate. I really like to start with those minions, because especially with this hero power, you want to start destroying the really weak minions into it. I'm going to take this. 2/4 Taunt is going to trade up. Worst case scenario, I get an even par. Taking 2 damage for this is not really ideal, but both of these are pretty, well, Righteous Protector might have been decent in this build. Different hero powers want different things associated with it. George, give a friendly minion Divine Shield for 4. That lasts forever on that minion. It's pretty solid, but because it costs 4, it is incredibly expensive and is really only a late game thing, so that hero needs to try to do everything it can to survive. I swear, turn 2 is almost always, you see everybody else here too, they're all just immediately leveling up. The only players that won't be doing that, AFK, because she can't play until turn 3, and then, yeah. Archvillain Rafam, so I agree with Archvillain Rafam, that little one to steal a minion, when you kill it, is so incredibly powerful, it's not funny. I think this thing, I have not had the luck of playing with him yet. He just got added into the game a few days ago. Right, here we have a nice little trade. Excuse me. Alright. Well, this is pretty mediocre. Honestly, I really wanted to find a kitty, but we'll go ahead and take this one. Now I've got 2 extra points of 2 extra coins here, which I don't have any use for at this point, so what we're looking for is buffs. +2/+2 is a very good buff that we can put on the Homunculus, and I wouldn't mind buying a Kaboombot next turn. Kaboombot blowing up a random minion's really strong early. That 4 damage starts to become irrelevant later, so it's an early to mid-game minion. But again, I need things that I need to be using the Banshee's Blessing every single turn. Here, we're going to lose pretty hard. We want this to go in there. Alright, we took extra point of damage from that. It's not a big deal. Alright, so we're going to snag that and that. So how this is going to work, we're going to play that, we're going to play that. But as I said, I want to keep buffing this every turn, so that way this 4/6 becomes a 5/7, and Mounted Wrap, like, I don't really care about either of these. I'm probably selling them at the end game, but that little boost sometimes can make all the difference. Plus, you only get to use it once a turn. Alright, a little bit of strat here, because I don't really want to play against, I don't really want to give Archvillain Rafam a Boombot. Hi, Mira. Welcome back. I'm on stream. I took over. I just showed up. I was like, oh, we're doing this. I am. We are playing Hearthstone Battlegrounds. It is a freaking blast. I love this game. I'm just hardcore addicted. All right, turn 5. Beautiful thing. We're on 7 coins here, so we do 4 and buy 1. I'm all about buffing at this point. And just keep buffing. We're going to put the bomb going first here. That positioning was strictly for Rafam. I don't want it stealing stuff. Sayer, good morning. Love y'all. The show has been amazing. Me. Not the segment right now, it ain't. You even watching it right now? Huh? I don't know. I think I hear him in the distance. All right, we're going to try to get through this game as quickly as we can here. Dad's home. We got to work. We're going to have to be sent back to the code mines? Can we call it that? We're now a video game stream, just so you know. This is Games Done Queer. This Soul Juggler's not bad with this. Floating Watcher would have been awesome earlier. We're not really a self-harm deck. Or self-harm build. I keep wanting to call it decks because these remind me of cards, but they're not cards. Alright, this round went poorly, and we need stats. My merge strategy went incredibly poorly. It so happens. We want to try different things. We don't want to do anything too crazy. I see Sarah Johnson joined the chat. Welcome, welcome. He's not responding in the chat, but he joined the chat. So now he gets to see what I'm doing and be disappointed. I feel his sadness, and I appreciate it. Alright, I just need a full board here since I'm in kind of the danger zone. Sayer's posting as the Trans Geek movie. Good to know, good to know. Good morning, Sayer. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. I kept the stream warm and told everybody about Trans Geek and just kind of talked about how things were going. And it's kind of fun to do things from the tech side every so often, a little unexpected. But we were going to do a pre-recorded video, and I just felt like, there's only a few of us up. Let's have some fun. Let's chat. We're doing Diet Coke talk today. We're going to do coffee talk later, but right now it's Diet Coke talk. I see you are incognito. I think pizza for breakfast is a wonderful choice for today. All right, this is going to, this pays out okay. I get a win. So good to go. Still in 7th place, but feel like we have a stronger board now. We can start trying to find an archetype. So I wouldn't mind picking up that pair. And then we're going to start probably doing some spinning. I could level, but I think I need to try to find a trio. I think that would be my ideal. That's a good card, but not for this build. I don't really think I'm keeping the Mounted Raptor if I keep going. Give my demons +1/+1 is pretty strong with those two. And Getting the Murloc Tidehunter early would have been a huge boon. It didn't happen. We have to play with what we get. All right, what we're going to do is I want to get this guy out of here. I want to get this guy down. I want to get both of these guys buffed, so that way when they can potentially take additional damage to get me more imps. Slight chance. And then as far as, I probably want him to have the Crystal Weaver dying first, but this is fine. Oh, he's gone Murlocs and Divine Shields or something. You're welcome, Travis. Thank you for indulging my insanity at the moment, since I have been up far too long. Morning, Kristen. How are you today? Good. I am entertaining the folks. I am talking with a few people. We're doing a little back and forth. I'm just getting I'm the warm up act for when you get going at 7. I just thought it'd be a little bit of fun. We're gonna switch back over to a pre-recorded video once this game is done. Oh, sweet! I got a golden Imp Gang boss. That is beautiful. What we're gonna do? We're gonna play that. We're gonna level. I should have leveled before I did that. I get a tier 4 instead of a tier 5. That is a huge mistake. But we're just gonna go ahead and assume I played perfectly, because I always play perfectly. See? Got an amalgam. Absolutely beautiful. Buy that amalgam. Come on down. I'm not playing full screen, which is a bit of a slight problem. I'm playing off everyone. I love everyone today. It's a beautiful day. All right. I do not feel perfectly strong about this particular turn. I think I am getting wrecked. Oh yeah, I'm super wrecked. All right. Well, I hope you all had fun. I had a blast doing this. I'm on stream every so often on twitch.tv under Nerdy Larrissa if you want to jump in and join me. I'll be behind the scenes for a bit, though. We're going to pop back over to a pre-recorded video for y'all. And we're just going to basically get us set back up for about 24 minutes from now. We'll be back on. But until then, we're going to have a little chat. See y'all in a little bit.
Hi, I'm Darian Wick.